This is called the prostration of sujood tilawah. And we have in the Quran 15 places where sujood tilawah takes place. 15 places. Scholars are differed. They said it's 14 because there's two sajda in Surah Al-Hajj. Some of the scholars, they said one of them is not, which is the second one, is not a sujood tilawah. It's only the first one. But the correct opinion, everything that's got sujood tilawah, then sujood tilawah. And so those are the places where the person prostrates for sujood tilawah. Prostration for sujood tilawah is not compulsory. That's number one. It's not compulsory. It's recommended, but it's not compulsory. Where we have the Hanafi madhab, it is compulsory. Secondly, sujood tilawah, when you say it outside the prayer or inside the prayer, it shouldn't be with the takbir. You don't do takbir. You just go to prostration. You just cut off the recitation once you enter the end of the ayah. And then you go down to do the prostration. There's no takbir. If you came to a masjid whom you're going to be leading in the masjid, and you are the imam, and the imam had the one before you had made the people got used to make takbir when he goes down for the sujood tilawah, to takbir when he gets up from sujood tilawah, then I would say you have to teach the people. You can't just surprise them like this. So if you just cut off your recitation, you went down, people say, well, what's happening to him? Dropped down dead or something? So you need to teach the people first to tell them this is my sunnah. And you could take maybe one off, which is maybe going down, and then after that, you take the second one off. After a while, you teach them. And that's what I've learned from the Shaykh Al-Albani, rahimahullah, when he gave an advice to an imam, which I brought him to just to teach him the sunnah, that he's very enthusiastic, knowing anything the sunnah, he would implement it straight away to the people. The people then really being shocked. We never heard of this. So Shaykh Al-Albani gave him a lesson, and I was listening. علم الناس السنة. So take it easy when you put the sunnah. Allah Azza wa Jal made the alcohol haram, and He wants it haram from the beginning, but He did not do it haram from one go. Slowly, because the people there, they'll be shocked. Haram like that. They got used to a drink, and drink is very important for them. Slowly. 1, 2, 3, and then He gave him the. So when you want to implement the sunnah, okay. So you do it slowly, because this is a sunnah gharib for them. This is a strange sunnah for them. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ, he wanted to make 2 doors for the Kaaba. And he wanted to build the Kaaba on the foundation of Ibrahim, but he couldn't do it because people, they were not going to be accepting this. They're going to be changing. You're going to get labeled the Prophet of Allah as a prophet, that he had changed the religion of Ibrahim alayhi salam. How can he demolish the Kaaba? How can he just make the door stuck to the floor? It's not. How can he make the 2 doors, one going, coming back and coming in? He changed the religion of Muhammad, religion of Ibrahim alayhi salam. طيب. Also, so we said sujood tilawah. Now, sujood tilawah, we don't advise it to be in the silent recitation. So any silent recitation, don't make sujood tilawah. Okay, because we don't know what you have done. If they thought maybe, if somebody in, let's say, Salat al-Dhuhr or Salat al-Asr, or the rak'ah, the last one of the Salat al-Maghrib, or the last 2 rak'ah of the Isha, he had read something with sujood tilawah and he went down, definitely people said to him, subhanallah. Because he can't to sujood, he can't go to ruku'. They don't know what you're doing. They're going to give you Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah. Are you going to tell them what? Like this? Go down and I'm not really making a mistake. So it's not really correct to make sujood tilawah very makruh. Slide. Sujood tilawah is to be made in the loud recitation. But if you are in the prayer, but in the loud recitation, also to make sure that it is not something going to end up with that. Let's say that you're reciting surah. Which surah is the one who's got the sujood tilawah at the end? Surah Al-Alaq. Iqra. Surah Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. Kalla la tuti'hu wasjud waqtarib. The last ayah. So imagine now you are implementing the sunnah. And now you came to the ayah sujood tilawah. And you want to do sujood tilawah. So you go down to sujood tilawah. People go down with you. And then you're going to go up. And okay, the people are waiting for you. And you're not going to have any recitation. Because they'll get up when they hear recitation. But there is no recitation. You finish the surah. So we say in such a case, you should recite some verses. But in Surah Al-Shiqaq, you got some 2, 3 ayah after that. After the sujood tilawah, in that Surah Al-Shiqaq, in the Sama'u Shaqqat, but not in Surah Al-Alaq. So do not end your rak'ah with sujood tilawah. Okay? And it's not correct to make takbir to go down, we said, and to make takbir and go up, and then make takbir as well when you go down for the ruku'. That's what hasn't been documented. Ikhwani, I remember telling you there is not a single proof where the Prophet ﷺ made sujood tilawah in Surah Alif Lam Tanzil As-Sajda Yawm Al-Jumu'ah. And we find that every Imam in every masjid, when he recites Alif Lam Mim Tanzil As-Sajda, he makes sujood tilawah. You tell me, if you had prayed behind an Imam, save myself, that he recited Surah As-Sajda and he did not make prostration. Put your hands up if you have done that. Anybody on the online? Anybody had prayed behind an Imam, so today is Jumu'ah, Surah Al-Jumu'ah, Fajr Al-Jumu'ah, Surah Al-Sajda, and he did not prostrate. And subhanallah, the trend or the default should be there's no sujood tilawah. Because there's no sujood tilawah. Prophet ﷺ, he used to recite first rak'ah, and that's documented. Alif Lam Mim Tanzil As-Sajda, and also Surah Al-Dahr and second rak'ah. But there's no sujood tilawah. I'm not saying it's not supposed to be, but I'm just saying that the people made it compulsory. That even some of the madhahib, if you don't make sujood tilawah, then may ask you to make sujood sahw. If you don't make sujood tilawah, sujood sahw. So much so that Shaykh Al-Albani twice happened with him, that he happened in a masjid in the Fajr, and the Imam was not there. The Muaddin showed the Shaykh. Straight away he told him to lead, and it was the morning of the Jumu'ah. Shaykh Al-Albani said, I'm not prepared for the Surah As-Sajda. So I recited Kaf, Ha Ya Ayn, Sad. I mean, that's not Alif Lam Mim. Does it sound like Alif Lam Mim? It doesn't. Still, when he finished the first rak'ah, that's maybe some Surah Maryam, about 4, 5, 6 verses, people went sujood. Did not go for ruku'. Because they're on autopilot. They have to have in the first rak'ah, they have to have what? Sujood. He went to sujood and the Shaykh went to ruku'. So some of them just went down. They are on autopilot because they have to do sujood tilawah in the first rak'ah of Jumu'ah. But the Shaykh has every recited Kaf, Ha, Ya, Ayn. They did not recite Alif Lam Mim. So how are the people? They're not even listening because they have been taught. Jumu'ah, sujood. If you don't recite Alif Lam Mim Tanzil Al-Sajda, recite any surah that's got sajda. You have to make sujood. Sujood tilawah, which is not correct. So I would urge the Imams to teach the people. Why not? By giving them advice and also by practical. Okay. I prayed in a masjid where some of the brothers who are on the Sunnah, they complain that this Imam is all the time. Whenever there's a sujood tilawah, he makes sujood tilawah. And we are not, Hanafi, we are Ahl Hadith. Okay, and the Imam is always making sujood tilawah. So I took over when he was not there for the Jumu'ah, and I recited. And when I went to sujood tilawah, the ayah, and then I just continued. Okay, the people were preparing to go down, but I continued. Alhamdulillah, no sujood tilawah, and the people accepted nothing. And so you can just teach the people as well. Bye.